This is Getting On With Life, Biblical Wisdom for Successful Christian Living. And this lesson is Salt and Light. Jesus himself gave us the idea that Christians are salt and light in the world. That idea gives us a sense of our impact on those around us. So let's take a look at what Jesus is telling us. Jesus said, "You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt becomes tasteless, what can salt it? It is then good for nothing but to be thrown out and trampled underfoot by men. You are the light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hidden, neither do men light a lamp and put it under a basket, but rather they set it on a stand, and it provides light to all in the house. In the same way, let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." That's from Matthew 5:13-16. There are two separate ideas about us in what Jesus said. We are both salt and light. These suggest we have two different roles. As salt, we permeate the wider community and change its flavor. As light, we make a display of things for others to see. That links with the idea of taste and see that the Lord is good. That's from Psalm 34:8. "Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man who trusts in him." Those in the world around us can taste God through our saltiness and see that the Lord is good because we, God's people, shine that light, do good things. Salt is a seasoning, having the effect of altering the taste of other things. We then, as Christians, can sprinkle our influence into situations and change the character of that moment. For example, we are told that a kind word can change the attitude in a situation, quelling anger that might be rising. Proverbs 15:1 says, "A soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger." And Proverbs 12:25 says, "Anxiety in a man's heart weighs him down, but a good word makes it glad." When Christians share kindness, wisdom, patience, compassion, sound thinking, peace, forgiveness, grace, and love, they influence those around them. When certain people are present, they make the place happier and more friendly, while other people's presence makes people feel uncomfortable and agitated. You are salt. You can change the atmosphere around you and the society in which you live by releasing your godly taste to others. Colossians 4:6 says, "Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that you may know how you ought to answer every man." Light makes things visible, so it has a different role to salt. Your role as light of the world is to be visible, even on display. That does not mean you show off like someone in the spotlight, but that you are able to let people see what kindness, care, thoughtfulness, patience, tolerance, and so on look like. You function as a role model, since many people have not been shown how to be kind. I recall seeing many beggars in India. I didn't know how to respond to the sight or what to think of these people. I knew there were professional beggars and those who were used by their masters to make money. My response was to walk past them as if I'd not seen them. However, a local pastor who led me one day stopped and gave money to a beggar. That didn't explain how I was to respond, but it showed me I should not be so blind to them. His light gave me some light. We are cautioned not to make a show of our good deeds, so it almost seems a contradiction that people are to see our good works. The distinction is that we are not to do good works to win salvation or to look good, but to do them to glorify God and bless others. It's not wrong to glorify God that way. Jesus said our good deeds would cause people to glorify God, and that's interesting. When people are in need and someone comes to meet that need, they thank the one who helped them, but they also thank God for sending that person along. When you bless others by your kindness and care, they will likely thank God for sending you along, and others will be thankful that there is kindness and care in their culture and community. Let's look at what can go wrong. Salt can lose its savor, maybe due to Christians being compromised or selfish, so their influence is useless or even negative. Maybe their bad reputation or selfish and hurtful attitude has completely removed any taste of God's goodness. Irresponsible Christians can bring a bad name on others, especially if they are lazy or only think of what is good for them. The history of Christians fighting with each other has caused some to have no time for Christianity. When Christians lose their saltiness, they end up being disregarded and then trampled on by others. Light can be hidden so no one sees it. In that case, no one benefits from the light shone. While we are not to show off, we are to let others see our kindness and care. Some Christians make the mistake of thinking their intention to do good things is the same as doing them. That's deception. Your light does not shine by you planning to do good things one day. It shines when you do good things right now. You may be limited in resources, funds, or skill, but you can do something. If you do nothing, there is no light shining. People are supposed to see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Doing nothing means you have turned the light off altogether. So friends, recognize you have a purpose to fulfill today and each day this year. You are to be salt to those around you, and you are to let your light shine, displaying acts of kindness and care that bless others. May the Lord encourage you and bless you as you get about being salt and light. God bless you.